Oh, it's very bright. Hey, Maxine here, life and career success coach for ambitious women. And I'm actually coming to you with this Monday's Live on the go because, as you may know, I'm actually going to be off to Rome this week. I'm going to go be speaking at an incredible conference for women called Women's International Networking. I'll be speaking, giving a Childproof Your Career workshop as well as coaching. We expect hundreds of women to be there. It's going to be incredible. So I'm flying tomorrow first thing in the morning and a few last minute errands to do. So I'm kind of on the go today, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity to share with you live, as I usually do on a Monday, a little tip that's going to really help you progress in your life, progress in your career and thrive. So you may have heard me say a million times before that anything you desire is possible. I want to share with you something that's come up from some of my clients recently, as well as for me. Let's say that thing you're desiring is so huge, like massive, and you're like, oh, is this really possible for me? Or is it even possible at all? Or it's just taken too long. How do I know that anything I desire is possible? I want to share with you something, because a lot of women wonder this kind of thing, because if you're a big dreamer, if you're very ambitious like me, things can take time sometimes, not always, but they can take time. And so a lot of the time people say to me, what if something comes up, shouldn't I compromise? And there's, of course, times you got to compromise, but there's also a very, very big difference between compromise and settling. Settling for less than you can get, settling for what is meant for you. And there is a huge way, a simple way to be able to know when, when you're really compromising or whether you're settling, when you could actually wait for the right thing. So let me know what you think of this message, because it is huge. So let me tell you what this could look like. I'll give an example with me. So for example, there's this investment I'm thinking of making, and for you kind of make this, make sense of this in whatever way it makes sense for your circumstances. In my case, an investment. In your case, it could be some next move at work. It could be even your relationship. Whatever it is, you can actually apply this. Am I settling or am I compromising? So there's a particular investment. There's something I really want, and I want it to be incredible. I know exactly what it needs to be like, and it is, as usual, very, very ambitious, but I believe anything that I desire is possible, so I'm truly going for it. So something came up, and it was really, really great. It ticked a lot of boxes, and there were some boxes that it wasn't quite what I'd seen, it wasn't quite what I was expecting. So then I started thinking, well, it's really amazing in so many ways, but there's these other things, and I started to think, and I started to justify it, and basically I asked myself this one question. And basically, if you find yourself in a situation where you're wondering, am I compromising here, or am I just settling when I should just wait for the thing that's meant for me? Ask yourself this same question I asked myself, which is this: if I had $100 million, or you put it into whatever currency makes sense for you, but a lot of money. If I had $100 million in the bank, would I still pick this thing? So when I asked myself that question, if I had $100 million in the bank, would I still pick this investment? The answer was no. Because quite frankly, the three things I didn't like about it were big enough for me to be like, no, I'm going to go wait for what it is that's meant for me. So it's the same with you, really. If you had $100 million or whatever amount of money makes sense for you in your country, would you still pick that thing you're considering? And if the answer is no, then it's not in alignment with you. You're settling if you go for it. And I want to encourage you, don't be fooled into thinking, just because things are taking too long, or, nobody in your family has ever done this before, or, you can't see how it's going to come together, that it's not possible for you. Don't settle, because most of the world settles. But, I heard it said it was like 2% of people really hold out for what is meant for them, what is in alignment. And most people kind of give up by then. They just settle for ordinary and they just go with the flow. The tiny percent of people wait for that one thing that seems to make no sense, that you're waiting for it. And so for me, like with this investment, I passed it up, and I'm waiting for that one that is in alignment with me. And a lot of people ask me all the time, like, how is it you managed to do so much with your work? You have this incredible career, you have an incredible family, you have an incredible this and incredible that. I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful to God for all of that. But it's also because of my choice to only do things as much as possible that are in alignment with who I am. And a lot of the time, I don't settle. I wait for what is in alignment with me. And it sometimes takes asking myself that question: if I had $100 million in the bank, would I still do this? And if the answer is no, I leave it. Even if it seems painful to leave it, I leave it. And I find that, oftentimes that's a test to see, will you really wait for what's meant for you? And when I turn down usually that thing that is a settling thing, the main thing comes along. So I want to encourage you with that question. Ask yourself that question today. And if you're settling, have the courage to say no, no more. I'm not going to settle. I'm going to go for what is meant for me. All right. So I hope you like that message. And ask yourself that in the decisions you're making today. Do not settle, my dear. Anything you desire is possible. Have big, bold, crazy, outrageous dreams. They do come true. Trust me, my life is a testament to that. And I'm no more special than you. So dream big, go for it, hold out, do not settle. Your incredible life is meant for you. And on that note, I better go. I've got some errands to run because my incredible trip to Rome is waiting for me. I fly tomorrow, 6 a.m. I'm not looking forward to that. But that's the only flight I could get to get me there in time to have the, VIP cocktail that we've been invited to. So look out on this page for pictures and lives. I'll be sharing with you what I'm doing and, from my workshop, some of the key things that happen. Have a fabulous week and let me know what you're up to in the comments. I always want to know that you're here and you watch this. Take care. Bye-bye.